G'day everyone, Ian Fegan here, also known as Professor Shoelace. Today's video is about zipper lacing. This is a lacing that provides extra tightness because it sort of locks at each pair of eyelets. Plus it looks interesting, a bit like a giant zipper. Let's look at that on my Ian Shoelace site first of all, which, if I animate it, you'll see that at each pair of eyelets the laces tuck under the previous row, forming those locks, and continue all the way up the shoe. Now let's look at that on a real shoe. I begin with the lace running straight across the bottom and out through the bottom eyelets. Now each side we tuck the lace under the previous row, in this case the first horizontal row, before crossing the ends and feeding under the side and out through the next higher eyelet. Okay, so that's the first zipper completed. Now we once again tuck this end under the previous row, and I may as well continue up to the next higher eyelet. This one I'll tuck under and continue up under the side, out through the next higher eyelet. Now we work our way up the shoe. It's a good idea to sort of do the tightening at each row because that's going to help it look neat. Tuck under the side, out through the next higher eyelet. Tuck under and out through the next higher eyelet. Now when people are lacing ice skates or roller skates, I find this lacing can help because when you tighten any set of rows, you're working your way up the shoe, it doesn't sort of lose that tightness as you proceed to the next row. On the downside, of course, it's a bit harder to get your fingers under these sort of funny looking crossovers than it is with regular shoelacing. Now we're almost done, and out through the top eyelets. And you can see that we've got all these interesting sort of locks at each row, and at the top of the shoe you can tie it with your favourite knot. I'm using my Ian knot, the world's fastest shoelace knot, and that's it. That's zipper lacing. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want more information, detailed instructions and animated step-by-step diagrams, you can go to Ian Shoelace site.